So I just got back from the Bastrop County Cares Christmas party. Me and Dan went and we had a really good time. I thought I was just going to the Christmas party and it was just going to be like a regular Christmas party where just people just have food and drinks but it was more than that. But let me rewind a little bit. For 3.5 years, I've been running this homeless shelter. And it's been the most difficult work I've ever done in my life. And it's hard sometimes to help people and have to be the one to tell them that they're self-sabotaging, or to have to tell them no, or to have to basically be the parent role model for them. And it's especially hard navigating all of these things while also having autism and having difficulties understanding social cues and body language, and having to be thinking at the front of my brain to maintain eye contact and all of the things. And doing this job is a very thankless job, where I've had people yell at me even though I'm spending so much time of my day every day helping them and housing them and feeding them. And I had someone slam a cinder block over my foot that was staying here. Most of the people that come here, they appreciate what I do. Some of them take it for granted. And a lot of times I have to be the bad guy. But I also have to keep in mind that I need to make the best choices for not only everyone that's here at the shelter now or at the time when I was making those choices, but also everyone that will come to the shelter and the future of the nonprofit. And it's really difficult. And a lot of times doing this job is also taking some kind of verbal or passive-aggressive abuse. Because a lot of these people have mental health issues or anxiety issues or some kind of issues other than just physically needing a place to live. And so I have to navigate all these things. And a lot of times it's very hard to do this work. And it's hard to stick with it day in and day out. Because unlike other shelters, I live here. There's no going home after a long day of helping the homeless. And today, when I was at the Christmas party, they were giving out awards. And they were giving awards out to employees of Bastrop County Cares. I'm not an employee. I'm a change agent for Bastrop County Cares. That means I'm someone in the community that does work to help our community. But I'm not technically an employee of Bastrop County Cares in the way that people think that an employee would be. Yes, Bastrop County Cares does give me a small stipend every month, but that money goes to the shelter. That's where that money goes. It goes to help feed people and house people, and so I wouldn't consider myself an employee of Bastrop County Cares. But today, they called me up to give me an award for my work for the homeless in our community, in our county. And in the 3.5 years that I've sacrificed my money, my time, my energy, and some days all that I have, this is the first time I've felt like that I was really appreciated for that work, for the work I do. So to Alicia, who's over the change agents, thank you. It means a lot to finally be really appreciated for all the sacrifice I have made and continue to make to house the homeless people of our county. Like I said, doing this work is a thankless job most of the time. And a lot of time I have to deal with stuff most people never have to deal with. So I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you.
Now what I have to say about Josiah. Josiah, for your inspiring dedication as a community advocate, fostering connection and driving sustainable change in the Cedar Creek area through your tireless efforts to combat homelessness and provide a safe shelter for those in need, you have offered hope and stability to many. Your sacrifices and lived experiences create pathways to a brighter future, ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to thrive. Your ongoing support of Bastrop County Cares and your unwavering commitment to the well-being of people who are unhoused are truly commendable. Thanks for making an impact, Josiah runs a homeless shelter out on his property, for many who may not know this. And he's done it single-handedly with his own resources, without being able to get funding. He keeps coming up for opportunities, and we're trying to seek funding for him and write grants, and it hadn't happened yet. But we're gonna keep trying and believing and hoping that it's gonna happen. And he doesn't, in his mind, he wants to cure homelessness. That's huge. And because of his lived experience, he was homeless himself. I don't wanna tell your story. It's your story to tell, but if anybody gets a chance tonight, stop by and talk to Josiah about the shelter that he runs, and maybe some way that you may think that we can support his shelter to continue. Thanks, Josiah.
Thank you.
Next change agent is Miss Alicia Love. Come on.